Students, in this video we will discuss about the excretion in animals. Excretion, the process of removal of waste products produced in the cells of the living organism. That process we call excretion because during the various kind of activities in our body cells, waste materials or waste products are produced. So waste products, this is our cell, this is our body cell, and during the various kind of activities in our body, waste products are produced. And if these waste products are allowed to be accumulate or to be stored in our body or in our body cells, then it is very toxic to us and may get harm to us, and we may die. So it is very necessary to remove these waste products out of our body. So waste products produced in the cells during activities of body are toxic, and accumulation or storation of these waste products in the body adversely affects the health. So waste material must be removed from the body. And students, adversely means in a very harmful way our body gets affected by these waste products if these waste products are allowed to be accumulated. Next is excretion in various animals such as amoeba, paramecium, earthworm, insect like cockroach and vertebrates. And we will see that what mechanisms are being utilized by these animals to excrete their waste materials. Such as amoeba and paramecium, which is unicellular animals, waste products are removed through the body surface, such as their body surface, and waste products are removed by these animals through their body surface directly to the outside. Next is earthworm. In earthworm, specialized excretory organs that we call nephridia are present. So excretion process means the removal of waste products in earthworm is occurred by nephridia. Next is insect like cockroach, Malpighian tubules. Here excretory organs that present in insects, that in excretory organs we call Malpighian tubules, are the excretory organ in insect like cockroach. So by using these Malpighian tubules, they remove the waste products from their body. Vertebrates such as humans. In vertebrates, kidneys are the excretory organs. So by these kidneys, the removal of waste products occurs. So how our removal of waste products in our body occurs through these kidneys? Let's we understand about this process. So students, before we understand about the kidneys, how removal of waste products occurred through kidney, before this we will study about the other organs that are utilized for removal of waste products in our body. So first is the human body has specialized organs for the removal of various waste products in the body, and apart from kidney, there are various other organs that are also take part in removal of waste products. So first is large intestine, and you have understood the process of digestion in your first chapter of your second chapter of your science book. So in that chapter we have learned about that what the working of large intestine in the digestive system, that undigested food is removed from the large intestine, and you can revise from there. So the undigested food is removed from the large intestine. The whole digestion process occurred in the small intestine. From the large intestine and expelled out of the body through the anus in the form of feces. So here waste products produced by the large intestine we called feces. Students, let's see here. The complete digestion occurs in this small intestine, and the undigested food go into this large intestine. And in large intestine, water and useful materials from that undigested food is absorbed. Water is absorbed from that undigested food, and undigested food becomes semi-solid form and then stored in this rectum and come out of our body through the anus in the form of feces. Okay, so feces is produced by large intestine. Okay, and next is lungs. Lungs, CO2, carbon dioxide, is produced as a waste product in our cells during the process of respiration. You know, during the process of respiration in our cells, what happens when our cells get oxygen from the flowing blood, and that blood under contact with, and that blood is contact with our cell, and in that condition oxygen is received by the cells to get energy with using food, and then CO2 is produced as a waste material by our cells. And this process we have also discussed during the circulatory system in humans in last video, in previous videos. So CO2 is produced as a waste product in our body cells during the process of respiration. So lungs produced waste products that we call carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is removed by the lungs during exhalation. When exhalation process is occurred by us, it means carbon dioxide gas is removed from our body. So students, next is skin. Skin helps in eliminating wastage. It excretes excess of water, urea, salts and other metabolic waste in the form of sweat. So sweat is a waste product that is produced by our skin with the help of sweat glands present in the skin. So this is upper part of our skin, and below the skin various kind of tissues and muscles are present, or blood is flown under our skin. So here this structure show the various kind of tissues and muscles and blood vessels at the lower part of our skin. So here sweat gland, this is sweat gland is present through which sweat is produced, sweat as a waste product, in which in sweat water, urea, salts and other metabolic waste is included in sweat. So sweat is produced by these sweat glands, and pore of sweat gland means through these pores sweat is come out of our skin, and this is here that is attached at the below side of our skin. So sweating performs two functions. It helps remove excess water, some salts, urea and liquid waste, and by these all combining things we called sweat. Sweat include these all things: water, salts, urea, liquid waste. So it helps remove sweat from the body. It helps keep our body cool during summers, because sweat evaporate from our skin, and because of the evaporating our body feel cool. So student, next is kidneys, and in this we will see that how are waste products removed from the kidneys. Kidneys are the main excretory organs in our body. They help in eliminating urea, some salt and excess water from the blood in the form of urine. It means urine include urea, some salts and excess water. Okay, and the main concept of kidneys is that in blood waste products are included. And what kind of waste products are included in blood? Urea, salts and excess water included in blood, and there are very necessary to remove these waste products from the blood, and because accumulation or storage of these waste products may harm our body and we may get died. So how are these waste products removed from the blood? Such as this is blood, this is blood, and in this waste materials or waste products are included. So let me discuss about this. Excretory system or excretory system includes organs like kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder or urethra. And this is excretory system. Here two kidneys, and this is ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra, and these are the blood vessels through which blood flows and enter in our kidneys. And the red color which you are seeing here, the blood vessel containing blood, it means it contains hemoglobin. It contains oxygen. So blood enter through this red color blood vessels in our kidneys. And as this enter in our kidney, listen carefully this, that this is a formation of urine. This is a process of urine formation, and as this blood vessels having red color enter into these two kidneys. Kidneys contains numerous filtering unit that we call nephrons. So a kidney contains numerous filtering units in it that we call nephrons, and as this blood enter in the kidneys, so waste products that are present in the blood, they are removed by the nephrons, and the waste products such as salts, urea and excess water that are not necessary to be accumulated in the body, that excess, these three things combine together and make urine, and this urine is removed from our blood by the nephrons, and that blood that enter through this red colored blood vessels in the kidneys. After entering these waste products in the blood removed by nephrons, and by these waste products urine is formed. And after the formation of urine is allowed to pass out through these tubes, and that tubes we call ureters, and through ureters collected into urinary bladder, and through the urethra that urine is come out of the body. And the pure blood means after the removal of the waste product from the blood becomes pure, and that bloods again come out of the kidneys and go into these blue color blood vessels and again circulates in our body. So this is a whole process that how our removal of waste products from the blood occurs through the kidneys. I hope you have understood this very well. And this is flow chart of removal of waste from kidneys. Each kidney contains a large number of coiled tubes or filtering units that we call nephrons. Filtering because it filters the blood, remove the waste products from the blood, so nephrons also called as filtering units. Each kidneys contain a large coiled, these are the coiled tubes called nephrons, and also called as a filtering unit. Nephrons act as a filter. When blood, and this is a process, when blood reaches the two kidneys, waste material such as urea, some salt and excess water are removed from the blood by the nephrons, thereby forming urines. And after the removal of waste material from the blood becomes clean, and that clean blood leaves the kidneys and continues its circulation in the body, and the clean blood leaves the kidneys and go into the blood vessels having blue color, and these blood vessels having blue color. So clean blood after the removal of waste products from the blood becomes clean, and that clean blood again go into these blood vessels having blue color and again circulates in our body. And these waste products that are removed from the blood, they form urine. By the combining of these waste products, urine is formed. So the urine formed in the kidneys goes into the urinary bladder through the tubes called ureters, and the urine that is formed in our kidneys, that urine goes into these tubes that we call ureter and gets collected in the urinary bladder, and through urinary bladder urine is excreted from the body through urethra. Urethra is some kind of a pore that through which urine is excreted from the body through urethra. Such as here, after the collecting of urinary bladder, after the collecting of urine in urinary bladder, urine is passed out of body through this urethra. Okay. Can you think about that situation if person's kidney stop working? Stop working means the removal of waste product from the blood is not will not be happened. And if removal of waste products will not be happened, in that condition accumulation of waste products starts to be occurred, and waste products are starting to be accumulated in body, and the accumulation of that waste products may harm our body in a very harmful way, and we may get died. So dialysis is a process in which waste material or waste products are removed from the blood of a person's body, if that person's kidney is not working properly and stop working. So dialysis is the process. So the process of cleaning the blood of a person with kidney failure, the person that's suffering from kidney failure, by separating the toxic waste products using a dialysis machine, and the removal of waste product from the blood of the person that kidney is not working properly, by using that process a machine is used. That machine we call dialysis machine is called, and that process is called dialysis. So what kind of a person are put on a dialysis? The person whose kidneys stop working, due to infection or injury, and kidneys are not able to remove waste products from the blood. So to prevent accumulation of waste products in the blood, such person are put on dialysis. So I hope you have understood these all topics very well. Thank you.